What's up, you guys? It's your boy Miguel here to give you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we are covering the most common ways or things that your X-ray, portable X-ray machine codes errors like they do will find happening while you're working as an X-ray tech. So to give you context, I am a night shift X-ray tech. I've been doing it for about 4 years. And if you're lucky and you're working somewhere, or you got a brand new 2025 model portable, tell me where you at, because most people that I've worked with, they never have new equipment, regardless of whatever they say or advertise at the hospital. No. Right now, it is 2025. The portable machine I use is a Fuji. It's from 2015. Now it has some 2025 parts on it, because other stuff has been broken down and they just kind of repair it and try to hold it together. But usually we're like 15 to 10 years behind in technology wise ish base model, just because it just gets the job done. So, but anyways, some of the more common things you'll notice is when you go to shoot it, like your X-ray, occasionally, sometimes I think it's after so many shoots it will do it, because I started counting it. This is just for like the Fuji portable machine that we have. It will shoot I call it the shooting the blanks, where when you shoot it, it will just pop up as a little white box, like a white clear screen, and then it kind of freezes the system, and then you tap to add another exam, and then you shoot it again and it'll shoot normal. That happens from time to time. Don't freak out. You just have to wait probably 10 to 15 seconds and then shoot it again. It's normal. Other times the picture will pop up, but it's frozen. It's like the file gets corrupted of the picture. I don't know. It's weird. It'll show it there, and then it'll bring a pop-up of, if you want to continue rendering the picture, hit no, because it will never render. So just, because like you can kind of see it, but it's still within like the processing. So it's like grayish. So you're gonna hit no, and then you have to shoot it again, and then it's back to fine and normal, which is this weird stuff that happens. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but that happens. And then also on your deadman switch, if you don't hold it down right and you don't get the shooting, and you shoot it too quick, or too, not enough time to expose it, it'll freeze and shoot a blank. And then also, if you don't hold it down long enough, especially if you're shooting it hot, it won't penetrate all the way. It's just a thing that most students don't know, because they hold it and just hear beep, but they won't hear the final beep, like the end of it. They'll just midway beep go. So that's from time to time, while you're connecting your machine to the wall, certain machines are very picky. Like if it's not turned off first and then put it into the wall, it'll throw a code when you go back to turn it on. Or some machines are, if you don't disconnect it and you just turn it on, it'll give you a code. It'll be like 666 or F. It'll throw some random code on the little dashboard. If you Google it, sometimes you can find what it is and you can fix it. But yeah, for most codes, just turn it on, turn it back on, the little thing. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you gotta kick the little thing, like when you hit it against a wall and it starts beeping because you touched something. Sometimes if it throws a code just randomly on the thing and you turn it on and it's still beeping, if you kick it, it'll go back to normal. That's a weird thing. It kind of resets the thing. So there's that going on. From time to time in our portable machine, you can copy exams and do the what I call drag and drop from like one file to another. Sometimes in trauma rooms you need to do this, or if you're doing like a femur and a hip, well, if you already shot the upper hip, you kind of have the upper femur in a way, so there's no point of reshooting the patient. You can like copy, duplicate the exams. Sometimes when you're doing that and you're moving it in between the patient's little file on the actual portable, it will freeze and you'll have to like restart the computer, the little portable machine. So you gotta be careful of that. Over time, I guess the system doesn't get calibrated well or gets miscalibrated. So like where you touch it, it's off by a little bit. And I don't know. Like in ours, like all the corners, the edges of the little portable, like you can't touch those. So it's only like an inside that actually works, which is weird. So there's that. If everything fails, most X-ray machines have a circuit breaker on them, because I know sometimes when you have to turn it off or rebooting, and sometimes they'll freeze, and no matter even if you turn it off and do the whole like turning it off normal, it still won't, because it kind of gets I don't know what it is. There's always like an ours, you go to the front all the way down to the bottom, there's a little button. It's like an unlatch, like you press it and then it'll pop open. You press it and inside it is a little, like when you reset the circuit board, like the power at the house, you just crank it down and up and it'll completely shut off that portable machine, and then you have to boot it up and then turn it on and then just type in the code for it to run, and then it'll restart normally. Sometimes that will work and get the job done, so you have that option. Let's see what else. Sometimes your collimator light will go off, even though it'll still shoot, the light just decided not to work. So there's that. Other times your collimator light will not turn off, so there's that. Also, driving the portable machine, depending on the latch, sometimes the latch gets messed up, so you end up having to like hold down the tube while you're driving it. That's something that kind of gets annoying over time. Let's see what else we got. Sometimes the device that kind of locks the tube in place, like when you swing out the tube and you angle it, sometimes there's like a knob, so it like holds it into place, because you kind of sometimes, more for cross tables or you're doing different views, you'll have to angle the tube in a certain way just so the tube head is like at a certain angle. Sometimes there's like a little knob you hold. This is for the Fujis. Some of the Gs and Siemens don't have that. So there's that. Occasionally the network will go down, like your whole hospital network, and you'll be on downtime and you have to manually put the exams in and push them to the PACS. Sometimes your own little portable machine has their own supposedly internet stuck on them. Sometimes it will not be working. The most easiest solution is kind of just do a lap around the little hospital and they'll reboot and connect. Sometimes you have to manually go in there and reconnect it or refresh it or disconnect and connect. Almost like the Wi-Fi at home. Like you have to deal with that kind of stuff. Sometimes the network will go down because the cable that connects to give power to your little board that you use to shoot X-rays, the panel detector's off. And somehow that causes issues with the network. I don't know what that exactly. It makes no sense, but that can cause issues. Sometimes within high levels of traffic of network, like of a lot of people coming in right now, it's going to be 8 o'clock day shift. So between like 7:30 to 8:30, there's a lot of traffic of people on their computers doing work or whatever at work. And we'll have either our machines are really slow, or they decide not to work no more. That's something you deal with, so be prepared. So I try to get everything done before shift change, because I know if I wait to the last 10 minutes and I do anything, it'll take a little bit longer to get done. So there's that. And I mean, majority of these stuff I'm telling you is basic X-ray knowledge that you'll acquire over time. Or if you don't know, just grab one of your fellow veteran techs who's been there for a while. He's probably already dealt with it. As someone who works night shift and there is no technician, well, I am the technologist, but there's no technician to actually fix your machines overnight. You have to find ways to kind of fix stuff and get it back working on your own. During day shift, it's a little bit different. If they're not busy, the people who are the mechanics on the machines can come and take a look, and they can fix it, and you don't have to worry about it. But at nighttime, sometimes, oh, the other machines are broken, and you're down to one, and you're just like, well, either we get it back to working, or we have to bring all the patients back to the room, and we can't do nothing portable. So sometimes you have to kind of find ways to get it to work and use everything in your little handbook of tools to get the machines back to work. But anyways, it's been your boy Miguel. I'm here to educate you in this beautiful field of radiology, and we'll see you on the next one.